today in our class we will discuss about the tundra climatic regions from the chapter climatic regions. Okay, so let's start. At first we will discuss about the locations of the tundra climatic region. The tundra climatic regions lies 66° north latitude near Arctic Circle, and this regions is mainly found in north of Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere. Here the regions are like northern part of Canada in North America, Alaska, northern part of Europe in Norway, Sweden, Finland, in Siberia, and the coast of Greenland is also located in this region, and a little bit of Antarctic coast in southern hemisphere is also located in this region. And these regions during the summer season, during the because of melting the ice, there is some algae grow there, so that's why that regions is also named algae. Okay, now we will discuss about the climatic characteristics. This climatic region is characteristics by cool summer and long and severe winter. Here the temperature of this the warmest month in June is 10 degrees centigrade, and here not more than 4 months the temperature is above the freezing point. Through the sun does not set for above 6 months during summer. The temperature remains low because the sun is very low in the sky, and much its faint ray are reflected by the ground snow. Okay. Here also the winter are long and severely cold. The temperature falls in winter minus 20 degree to minus 40 degree, and the Varkvax in Siberia is the most coldest place in the northern hemisphere. Its temperature is minus 50 degree centigrade. Due to the extreme cold, this region covered by snow, and within the Arctic and the Antarctic Circle there are the weeks of the continuous darkness, and in winter there are the 6 months without sunlight, and in dark night aurora or the polar lights we can see there. So in the northern hemisphere the polar light is called aurora borealis, and in the southern hemisphere the polar light is called aurora australis. Okay, and you can also see some snowstorm and blizzards are the common features in winter in tundra climatic regions. And here rainfall is about 20 to 30 centimeter take place from the cyclonic activity in the coastal areas, and during winter snowfall is common. Okay, now we will discuss about the biodiversity. First we will discuss about the natural vegetations. Due to the deficiency of heat, few plants only survive there. Like here we can see mosses, lichens, sedges. These are the main plant. Also you can see there spot, breeze, willow, alder is also grow there. Okay. Now the wildlife. Mammals like wolves, Arctic fox, Arctic hare, lemmings, sledge dog, polar bear, caribou are seen here, and also like some seals, walruses, whales, and other different fishes is also see there. Now we will discuss about the socioeconomic environment and lifestyle. The tundra climatic regions have very low populations there because of the harsh climate. Okay, and here you can see the mainly the semi nomadic peoples are located there, like Eskimos of Greenland, northern Canada and Alaska, and Samoyed and Yakuts of Siberia, and Lapps of Lapland, and Finns of Finland, Korvaks and Chukchi of northeastern Asia located there. These people lead a semi-nomadic life, and they are always busy with they are spending their life with the hunting, fishing and food gathering. Okay. During winter, they lived in a bowl-shaped house built of ice that is called igloo, and in summer they pitch portable tent that is called tupiks, and that is made of seal's skin. Okay, seal is a type of fish. And they hunt caribou, seals, walrus, polar bear and they eat as a fruit there. Okay, and they are sledged, and boat that is called quack are used for the purpose to transportations. Okay, and here the Eurasian tundra, the peoples wander with their herd of the reindeers across the pastures. Okay, recently new settlement, because of the hard scale settlement there is no populations is there, but recently due to the technological development there is a few new settlements is there, and because there is a find few minerals like gold is mined in Alaska, nickels near in Petsamo, and copper in Canada, iron in found in Kiruna, coal in Pittsburgh, and mineral oil found in Alaska and Ukraine. Okay, and that's why these regions now right now develop some industries also. Okay, with the advancement of technology, there is a possible to do the ice free in some regions and do the agriculture, and after import of tea, coffee, tobacco etc is done in exchange of fleshy and animal skin. Okay, the Eskimos are now growing crops in Greenland, and instead of igloo or tupiks, they now live in nylon tents or the wooden hut and cottage. For hunting, they are right now using rifle instead of bow and arrow. Okay, and also they use right now a speedboat instead of quacks. Okay, so now the tundra regions, you can say the regions which is once regarded useless and unproductive has now turned into the area of some economic importance. Okay, so that's why there is a influence of European contact with the native inhabitants of these regions. Okay, thank you everyone. I hope you understood. If you have any queries, please let me know. Thank you.